Oh, man. I am in a good mood today. For various reasons. We got OFCRA coming on. Currently just chilling in the lobby. We got 93 people on server. Let me check and see how many people are on TeamSpeak. They are in triple digits. Cool, so I can go ahead and put that in title. Because I like to advertise whenever we break triple digits. Alright, cool. Pretty fair split. Oh, no, it's not. 37 to 54. Oh, that is a number boost and a half. Good God. Let's see where that continues to go. I guess villains are probably going to have to be on OP4 at that point. It's a messy one, but Depso versus Flip. M4 based weaponry at M21. 249s, 240s, ACRs. So it's a mix of DEA and Puala Army. We've got helicopter crews. OP4, meanwhile, AK-74s. PKPs, SVDs. Cool. Alright. Should be A-okay right there. But let's see. While we're jumping in on everything, let's go over a few announcements. First announcement, Karma Cut has approved the Red Wings operation with Klafgan that we developed last night, so that's going to be awesome for this weekend. I'm just trying to find my 4 for the seal slots, but I think I found 1. I'll just need to find the other 3, which shouldn't be too difficult. Let's see. PogOp got submitted in. It's just going to be a nice, easy-going operation just to kick the can down the road so I can then get to the other stuff. It's because the next line of stuff I want to make for that Pog campaign, I just haven't been in the right mood to do it. So we'll, again, continue that going down the line. Bit of a personal win. Sometimes I work till like 2 or 3 a.m. and there's these kids that have clearly modified their engines and they like to rev their cars at 2 or 3 a.m. And about 10 minutes ago, I was putting some socks on for this stream, and I heard one of those skids again, and this one was followed by a crash. So I look out my window, and sure enough, they T-boned each other. They all appear to be fine, but one of the car's front is completely torn to shreds. And I didn't see it at the first time, but I looked back because they were all around this other car, which I have seen do skidding before. And then I noticed there was a dent on the side, and then there was some stuff kind of hanging off of that side of the car, and they were all looking at it. So, ooh. They're both parallel parked on my street right now, but it's like, good God. What did you chuckleheads do? Oh, well. But hopefully that'll get them to stop revving their engines at 2 or 3 a.m. in the frickin' evening. Man. Another small win. Dante has agreed to do some voice lines for me for some Starship Trooper propaganda. So the next time I do Starship Troopers, which will probably not be till next Wednesday, because I want to try to debut the next Last Ship mission on Saturday. I just need to find a time slot for it and kick that campaign off. But what I'm thinking of doing for the coming week is Last Ship on the weekend. Monday we'll have the 4th and potentially final Halo op. I don't know yet. And then Wednesday will be Starship Trooper. And then eventually we're going to transition back to having the Last Ship campaign, I want to say, on the following Wednesday. And then Starship Trooper will probably be on the weekends or Monday. And then if I decide to do a 5th and final Halo op, it'll either be on a Monday or a Tuesday. So we'll see how everything goes with that. But let's see, in terms of other things scheduled, Red Wings is going to be on Saturday night. Sunday is going to have TBD, which is going to be another 220-player PvP commentary. The following Sunday, actually, no, it's going to be the following Saturday is going to have, we're going to cover, it's another WOG versus the Russian communities, which, if you remember from last year, was 2 weeks of 2 missions back-to-back, 220 players, 1 life PvP. I'm only going to be able to cover 1 round of it on the following Sunday, because I said it was Saturday. I'm sorry, it is Sunday. Because then we have our next Black Templar op, which is going to be a massive... I'm counting on my fingers. I think 4 different communities are going to be invited to this one, so we'll probably see up to 70 or 80 Space Marines and Sisters of Battle. And then the following Sunday will be another 2 WOG missions. And then I'm probably going to do 2 Zeus missions for... SOG Prairie Fire back-to-back, because I haven't been able to do 1 monthly mission this time around, because I love playing with them. But yeah, just a lot of work here, and we'll be turning things down. Eddie isn't going to be a thing till like the last Starship Trooper op, which we'll see when that comes up. And then I'm working with myself here, because from the 16th to the 30th, I'm going to be home alone, because Bloodwing is spending a week in Denmark for international class. Welcome, and then the following week, she's being kidnapped by her family to go to Greece to take care of quote-unquote business. And her family works for the embassy, so I can only imagine what that means. So I'll probably be doubling or tripling down on ops, because originally I was going to take a week off to go hunting with my father, but he hasn't given me any details on that. We have no ammo for it. And I could probably still get a rush order in with a guy, but it's like I need to know what we're doing so I can plan it all accordingly. But anyway, let's get started with this OFCRA operation here. Go ahead and enter that Discord tab there. Let's go over everything here. So, latest intelligence reports indicates that a Baron of the Puel cartel is currently in one of his residences on the island, and that a large delivery of cocaine has just taken place. This is an ideal opportunity for Puel's armed forces, who have been suffering from these drug traffickers for several years, to launch a joint operation with the DEA. DEA that could be a success for once in their anti-drug policy. CAC. Information, Red 4 is allowed to move the VIP, but he had to be in his compound to get the points. Okay, so there's compounds tied to a VIP. And then a computer is available at VIP compound to mark his position on the map. Cool. So if he's not at the compound, there's still a way to track him wherever the defenders might put him. Alright, so there's a common objective for this scenario. It's an airfield. That appears to be right here. So this is worth 5 points. This is cashed in by the end of the 90-minute round. Again, 5 points there. Blue 4's objectives: capture the drug dealer and bring him to the police station within 70 minutes. Police station is down here. Drug dealer, I'm wondering who that is. Probably an AI player marked right here. So that's the quote-unquote VIP. Destroy the drug depot within 50 minutes. Drug depot is over here. So a 50-minute objective and a 70-minute objective. Nice. And then kill the enemy side leader, and then there's 3 tiers of supremacy for 15, 10, and 5 enemies alive, each worth a point. Drug depot is worth 3 points, drug dealer is worth 2. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Drug depot and drug dealer are both worth 3 points, the side leader is worth 2. And then Op 4 just have defense. So protect the drug depot for 50 minutes gets them 4 points. Keep the drug dealer in his safe house for 70 minutes, which I believe is here, is only worth 2 points, though. And then side leaders, and then supremacy objectives. Okay. So in total, either side can get a maximum of, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points. If side leaders die and supremacy is achieved. Knowing how these operations usually work, supremacy is gonna... We're going to know who's going to win before supremacy even kicks in or the side leaders kick in. So it's just going to be a matter of the objectives. I'm going to look back real quick. It is 50 versus 52. Okay, so they completely evened out the numbers because Blue 4 had a massive number advantage. It was like 54 to 37. So now the numbers are even again. interesting. So this can really go either way. I'm going to go ahead and put a prediction town, because I know there's people in here that are about to play that want to be able to bet on themselves. Give me just a moment. We'll put that for 15 minutes. All right. Otherwise, streams for the rest of the day, it's going to be this. It's going to be a simple pog op just to have fun, and then Dante and I are probably going to play some party games. This is kind of me testing the idea of having a game night, because I know some other people have been on my ass about that. And then this weekend, I'll probably be doing some massive Discord revamping. But we'll see how things go. Big old beans, how you doing? Well, Adamek, I hope the screen isn't too dark for you. Is there flying tonight? If there's any vehicles in your repertoire that can fly, then yes. Otherwise, no. So, it's whatever you can capture. It's going to be another flying out of the mission. Except this time you'll have the proper planes and you won't get shot down. But, yeah, we'll work with that. Righto, Big. Glad to hear it. Likes, I see. All right. The SHIT. So happy it's Thursday show. Yeah, I'm sure the ad revenue monetizers love that acronym for you, buddy. Absolutely. Oh, man. There was a Twitter post the other day where people were talking about their playtime for Arma 3. And I've got about over 20,000 hours in this game since I've been working on it since 2016, and my schedule's dynamically changed since then. But I put it into an equation of, all right, on average, on a, let's say, a full schedule, I Zeus once on Monday. Once in a while, I Zeus on Tuesday. I Zeus once, usually sometimes twice on Wednesday, because the 506 one's bi-weekly. Once on Thursday. And then, I mean, how would I even do this equation now that I think about it? You know, we'll just tackle it day by day. So starting on Monday, we have... Let me get a calendar out, because I wanna get this down for the record. We have a Monday op. So, usually an op to Zeus is 2 hours to Zeus it plus 2 hours to mission dev. So that's 4 hours total. Then we sometimes have a Tuesday op, so that's going to be, you know, 2 hours to dev, 2 hours total. But I do that, I want to say once every 4 weeks, so I'm just going to add the average of 1 hour there. Wednesday, we have 2 Zeus ops, but we do one bi-weekly. So I'm going to say 4 plus 2, dividing that by 2 weeks, so that gives us 6. So, you know, because the one mission we do every Wednesday in my community, and then bi-weekly we do the other one. But at the same time, I'm going to add 1 because bi-weekly I'm still on the ground doing a mission, so I just divide 2 by 1 for a 2-hour mission. And then Thursday we do OFCRA every week, so that's 2 hours of PvP match commentary, give or take, plus POG, which again is another 4 hours of 2 Zeusing and 2 for the mission file. And then I'm not going to include TMTM because I haven't done that in a while, but usually I still go back towards it. Friday, we have FNF, so that's usually 3.5 hours. And then I'd say I don't Zeus for them anymore, but the 5th I occasionally jump into, so I'm just going to add 1 hour there because of 2 hours. Or I Zeus for them, which would be, you know, 4 hours there. And then Saturdays is where it gets really, really crazy. Because I have no idea how to calculate that. Because Saturdays, I'm either fully booked with like 2 or 3 missions, or I'm completely free. But already we're at 22.5 hours for Arma right there between that and the mission file development. And that's not me jumping in on anyone's operations at random, which I do, I want to say, at least once every 2 weeks. So let's take a look at this weekend. This weekend, we've got a 5-hour PvP commentary for IDC on Sunday. We have Karma Cuts mission, which is going to be a 3-hour stream and 1-hour development, so that's another 4 hours. And then we're going to probably sneak in a last ship op, which that takes 5 hours of dev, and then another 2 hours to Zeus. And we're at 38.5 hours every week. So multiply that by 52, and that's the average we get a year. But again, the weekends are so hard to calculate for that because that's just one of them, man. And then the average for mission dev is also 2 hours, but sometimes they go more, sometimes they go less. If it's a commission job, for example, usually it's 5 to 10 hours of dev alone between studying the community, making the mission file, and doing revisions. It's a reason it's my full-time job, you know? Hear about Power Wash Simulator doing a 40K collab? That sounds funny as hell. How can I turn that into an Arma op? But with multiple flamethrower options. Alright, you should go see the Siri op we did with the 506 yesterday for 40K. They got lucky and found a flamethrower, and that thing literally saved their ass against my demons so many damn times, it wasn't even funny. But anyway, let's go ahead and go over our mission here. So DEA HQ, that is going to be Depso leading Blue 4. We've got multiple teams down here. Someone's already dead. Wow. That's awesome. That was quick. Alright, writing down highlights for editing. There we go. But alright, Op4 lead's gonna be flip for flap. And again, it's about roughly 50 v 52 right now. Let me tab out and check TeamSpeak real quick to see what our number's gonna be like. We're actually up to 109. So it's gonna be roughly somewhere in the ballpark of 55 v 55. Blue 4 are starting in 2 positions down south. Let's go ahead and look at their assets. Again, Blue 4 is going to be a mix of M4s and ACRs, so 5.56 based weaponry. We've got multiple M2s on the ground here for Humvees. We've got a few docked boats, some RHIBs they can push out. But otherwise, fairly open there. More RHIBs down for Blue 4. We've got unarmed Blackhawks in play. And look at that. They've given a full PIDing of friendly and enemy forces. When they initiated this policy last time, it didn't really work, but I'm going to be hopeful that they'll try again and it'll work out. I got some M14s, 249s with ACOGs in play. Oh, that's going to be messy. 249 with an ACOG, good God. And then Op4 up here, we've got some M2 Humvees as well. They're wearing all black.
Dopodiché ci mettiamo subito a scavare, a preparare le trincee varie. Okay,
excellent, clicked on a unit. Looking at the other side of the spawn, they also have some M2 Humvees. Alright. We also have a position out here where they have extra boats in play. Maybe the UH-60 can come over, land people, and then they can take the boats and move in to give another avenue right on top of the enemy positions, but that's an interesting call nonetheless. We've got the safe zone for the drug dealer. He's located in here. He has to stay here for the event, but this is get VIP location, so this is the thing they interact with to ping his position in case Op4 tries to stash him somewhere else. I like that. We have a bunch of extra trucks around here for anyone that is left alone to take and then get to friendly forces. We have the airbase zone, which is, I think, the standard airbase. They've put these signs everywhere to make sure people don't blue on blue or red on red. And I bet you it is still gonna freaking happen. I'm gonna laugh my ass. It's literally everywhere. Oh. That is funny as hell. I love it. Police station appears to be some sort of cache with additional medical. I like that too. And then you got the drug depot over here, which is another built-up building. This one is invincible. I'm trying to look for where that cache is. Ah, yeah. It's in here. That is a lot of cocaine. So I think they just have to blow up everything in there to get the victory points. But, oh, that's funny. Look, we have shown where... they've put friendly signs down everywhere, all right? Now it's just a matter of we're still going to see people blow each other away. So, you know. That's going to be the funny part of it all, isn't it? All right, how's everyone's Thursday nonetheless? We're probably going to see Blue 4 move up convoy style. I'm going to assume they're going to stay on the right side of the MSR, probably go to the drug depot first, because that one is worth more points for OPFOR to defend. It's also the quickest objective at the 50-minute mark, but it's probably going to be attacked within the first 15 minutes. These guys could flank around with the UH-60. I don't know. I feel like Blue 4's best advantage here is to focus on one objective at the time, take and eliminate the drug depot, then move on the drug dealer. Drug dealer's probably going to be moved by OPFOR to be somewhere else, and then OPFOR is just going to establish defensive lines on both positions. With OPFOR being the defenders and there's not really a numerical advantage on either side, it favors OPFOR on defense to win this one. And then the 50 cal Humvees, I think, are going to actually be a burden to the attackers because... vehicles like that are meant to be fixed that just continuously drive and fire at their enemy or stay on the far back line and support, which can be tough on this map because it's thick jungle. So they're going to have to be forced to bring them closer to where the enemy can easily take them out. Beyond that, for a pull-out game... I don't know. I feel like Blue 4 is going to do something really silly with their chopper. We already see a big chunk of forces loading up in it. I feel like they're going to either do something silly, deploy over here and then use the boats to go in, or they're going to deploy on the far north and just walk those forces in and keep forces really separated. And I feel like OPFOR is going to then be able to just divide and conquer both groups. But we got Zixme on Blue 4, one of the top players here. I'm looking for Zicky. I haven't seen Zicky in a hot second, though. I don't see him. Names alone, though, I'm going to be honest, I see more powerful players on Blue 4 than OPFOR. So I'm going to be really curious to see how that balances out. Depso's on a boat? Not going to lie, the safest place for command would be the middle of the ocean, because OPFOR doesn't have any way to challenge that. So that's kind of an interesting choice. But again, for how OFCRA rounds work is there is an 8-minute safe start period, which we just crossed the threshold of. The reason it is 8 minutes is because these guys know the mission like a week in advance, so they can already make their plans and whatnot, compared to FNF, which is tomorrow. They get 15 minutes to make the plan, you know, immediately. Wow, that Vic did a really sharp turn right there. And then you got 90 minutes. I like to divide those 90 minutes into 3 30-minute chunks. You got your first 30 minutes, which is your early game, your central 30 minutes, which is your mid game, and then the final 30 minutes, which is your late game. The size of this AO, I'm going to be honest, we're probably going to see who's going to win it by the end of early game. I've been surprised the amount of times, even with really large AOs, how obvious the winner is going to be within those first 30 minutes, usually because an attack goes horribly wrong. But OFCRA will either be one of those games where the climax is in the mid-game and then the late game kind of peters everything out, or you'll have a lot of fighting in the early game, and you won't be able to still tell who wins because it's inconsequential. All right, but we have a force waiting, so they only have one chopper, so they're going to go deploy these guys based on the route they're taking. They're probably going to do some sort of weird deployment on the northern side, and then that chopper's going to come back and pick the rest of them up. So we're probably going to see some sort of pincer on the drug depot. Or they're going to divide into 2 areas. However, we got a group moving in on the center. What I don't want to see is Blue 4 try to hold the airfield early into the game when there's absolutely no point for them to hold. They might go to the police station to get more resupply. Nope, they're bypassing. Or they're taking the wide way around, but right off the bat, OPFOR is going to be setting up a blocking line right here. Not a bad place to set up the blocking position. I'm going to be honest, this would have been a better choke point in my opinion because you have structures to work with defensively. You got nice open area to stop anyone trying to charge you. But I can understand why they might do it outside of the town over here because it's closer and they don't have to commit just a little bit more and potentially run into Blue 4 if they're trying to rush. Yeah, Blue 4 should not be committing. You never want to commit your forces to the end game defensive position because that's only going to take away manpower from you to get the other objectives. This end game position is literally like the last crumb that you want to fight for towards the end, because if you're unable to commit to taking the other objectives that the enemy is going to intentionally be playing defense on, unless this is worth the most points of the game compared to everything else, which would just be bad mission design, because what's the point of the attackers, quote-unquote, going for the enemy's defensive objectives if they can just hold this one objective till the end? It forces these guys to play the role of attacker and at least try to go for one, and then they can pull back and hold the airfield. But if they commit to the airfield early on, just wasted manpower to not attack the objective. So as I predicted, we're going to see the chopper do a north landing. I'd imagine they're probably going to try to pincer the drug depot, which, again, this could just be a stage right here. But you also see forces over here staging because they're waiting for Blue 4 to not only deploy those guys, but then they have to fly all the way back, pick up that second group of guys, and then go back again. So this means there's going to be quite a bit of time committed to deployment. Thankfully... Wait a minute. These guys are going to hear that chopper. Maybe not, because the vehicle engine is on.
¿Ves más que ese árbol?
No, these guys hear it, though.
No, sí, veo más árboles ahí atrás.
¿Cómo tengo que subirme?
Bueno, yo no...
Long view distance. Hostia, ya ves, chaval. En escape long view distance. Ahora ya funciona.
Es que no me cambia,
Qué
tío.
locura.
Escucho un helicóptero al norte. Ven aquí, baja, anda.
Yeah, now you can see the chopper. It's going to fly over the AO. Very risky to do if you got people behind, because what if the chopper gets hit? Don't get me wrong, chopper's doing reconnaissance, that is great, but they're literally relying on that chopper to get back to pick more people up, so if it gets an unlucky hit and it's screwed, that just screws over Blue 4's plan. Now, if they had a second chopper to waste, then by all means, but not the smartest call to make, in my opinion. And now you're doing a steep cut. Ah, they're doing a fake LZ. So, fake LZ is basically to throw people off to make them think, okay, we're landing forces over here. So that's going to try to throw these guys off because they heard the chopper doing the landing over there, but now the chopper's doing a land over here. So that's to throw this garrison off that Blue 4 was deployed over there, but that also gives them some reconnaissance data to do that. Again, wouldn't recommend that. I know why they did it, because they want to immediately throw off the fact they just landed a bunch of forces there. Really risky to do because that 50 caliber got a few lucky hits. There's no plan B to deploy these guys. They'd have to take a boat and drive in, and this group wouldn't be reinforced. So at that point, these guys would join this main force in on this pincer they're trying to form at the drug depot. So OPFOR, they pulled the VIP out. They're going to basically northern camp them with the goal of knowing that Blue 4 is probably going to go for the closest, the objective that's going to take the least amount of time at the 50-minute mark. They're banking on the fact that within the 20 minutes after that getting cashed in, there won't be enough time for them to go to the drug dealer and then find him with the location pinner that's at the compound. But This gives them a direct MSR of, hey, we're at the 65-minute mark and they haven't taken contact. They can just quickly drive him back in and then still cash it in for the points. But OFCRA's plan is literally double down on the drug depot because that's worth 4 points for them. And then maybe they'll either stay back. Actually, no, their goal would probably be to then run this VIP back down and get the 2 additional points. Because by then, even if Blue 4 has the airfield, it's 6 to 5 points. So OFCRA would still win, and then the only ways either side could get additional points is supremacy bonuses or their side leaders dying. So both sides would probably just play a very defensive game at that point, and be unwilling to commit to an attack. So again, Blue 4 really just needs to somehow get one of these 2 objectives. Chopper is landing now to pick the rest of those guys up, so that's going to be about 3 squads of guys on the north. We see about 3 squads worth of guys, well, 2 squads worth of guys on the south. And then Blue 4 is committing 2 of their squads on the 5-point objective. Which, again, I honestly feel like these guys would be much better committed on another front on the drug depot or pushing to the drug dealer position early on. Because this AO you can't really hit from 3 sides. You can only hit it from the northwest and the southeast because there's this giant open area right here. But you could also potentially set up Overwatch and try to engage. But at the same time, I mean, looking at it from over here, this is kind of a tough AO to Overwatch. Looking at the map, though. Just the map alone, we got 0.36, we got 0.14, and then that's 22. Yeah, so that's a 6-meter difference. That wouldn't really let them see much right here because you have a 0.7, so this is in defilade from those hills. So yeah, even if you were to study the map, you would know that that's not a good position to put Overwatch on. So I guess Blue 4, because the only other option would be to hit the drug dealer position, but considering OPT4 has an even number to you, if they are evenly defending both, and you have a strong group, and then, you know, what do we got? We got 3 squads, and then 4 squads. So 7 squads total, but you can only commit 4 or 5 squads to an attack. I guess the remaining squads, you might as well put on defense just to keep them on reserve. Because, I mean, there isn't really anything else you can do with them, because you don't want to send them on an open front on their own. They're going to get slaughtered. So I see the wisdom in what they're doing with the airbase right now. It's just meant to give them something to do to keep them on reserve because, you know, what if these guys run into a massive attack right here and then they need the reinforcements to push in? Then you can commit that. But, yeah, throwing them away isn't a good call either, and just hoping that they'll get the PvP, especially if the enemy considerably has the number advantage on defense. Yeah, is on defense too. I mean, that's a very tough fight to win. So I see the wisdom in what they're doing there, so I'm going to retract what I said. There is wisdom to splitting your force. I would just recommend you always have them in a position of they can either support each other or they're hitting the same AO. Because otherwise, you're just dividing yourself up to be defeated in detail, which is basically the terminology for, let's say you have 20,000 men and your opponent has 50,000 men. But your opponent, in his infinite wisdom, decides to make 5 battle groups of 10,000 men. So then you at 2,000 men now have the number advantage of 2 to 1 by finding out how to and engaging those 5 battle groups individually, thus giving you a much better advantage. And a much better shot at winning a fight against 50,000 men as 20,000 men. Thus, defeating in detail. And that is the one thing we usually see lead to some of the biggest defeats we see in these PvP rounds is one of the sides divides themselves up too much, and then the other side uses proper tactics to just sweep and clear the positions very effectively. But both sides here, we're seeing at least 3 different, technically for right now, 4 different Blue 4 groups and 4 different Op 4 groups. And when all the forces are divided like this, the next step becomes, okay, who's going to attack what position first, and then what is the defender in that attack going to call in from around them to support defending against that attack. And that is where the commanders of both sides really start going at it in a game of chess. Because let's say these guys push an attack here. Okay, OPFOR is going to call this force in to attack the rear of this attack. Blue 4 then has that force to come in and reinforce and hit the rear of OPFOR's rear attack. And then hopefully by then, it's a matter of which rear force dies first. Can the northern group get swept by the southern group, and then these guys bolster this rank, and then these guys have to fight a reinforced group? Or can these guys clean up that rear attack, reinforce this line, and then keep attacking as the northern group is attacking? That's the game of chess here. Again, very risky flyover when you have people. But OPFOR doesn't seem interested in shooting at him right now. Uh-oh. Okay. I thought someone jumped out of that chopper for a second. Oh, yeah. No, you see it in my PvE ops too, which is why I tell my player base is, hey, don't divide your force unless I say that this is something to divide your force on. So this group's pulling back because they've predicted that Blue 4, if they were going to do a rush, they would have done it up here. They didn't do that rush, so it looks like they're going to pull them back instead. Where they go is anyone's guess. OPFOR right now have 2 or 3 places where that chopper potentially landed and put units down, so maybe this force is coming back to either check the spawn or drive over here to see where that chopper could have potentially landed those troops. I think it was over here that they did it, so they could just do a drive-by to see if they see anything. But this is where the game of reconnaissance starts kicking in. And then Blue 4, I think they landed here to see if they could take any vehicles to utilize as transport, or they're just going to move in on foot. But right now, we just see them pulling security at the moment. Wrong button to hit, sorry. Night vision is right next to the map key. Can be a bit annoying to do that. I genuinely think they're checking to see if that position's active or not, and they might actually try to land there if nothing shoots at them, which is going to really impress me if OPFOR can keep it in their damn pants, but their 50 cal gun is tracking. Which I appreciate. At this distance, though, it is impossible to get the proper lead on an aircraft. It's just too far. Yeah, so he's going to give up on it. But no, that just shows Blue 4 is indeed trying to bait something to shoot at him to try to gauge the strength of a garrison. I'm curious if he's been left up, the VIP's been left up in a bunker somewhere for safekeeping to go get picked up later. Yep. With his head sticking through. And once again, they're doing an orbital. I will look back at that chopper. But now we got Blue 4 within 700 or so meters from the southern side, but the north, they haven't really moved much. So I'm a little worried about this. But another tactic you can do is you can start an engagement on one side, have it go for 3 to 5 minutes, pull every head you can on the southern side, and then have the northern group then push in and attack a weakened side. What concerns me, though, is this Overwatch position acting as a blocking force or a flanking force if Blue 4 tries to push in right here, or a blocking force if Blue 4 tries to come up to this area. which is just going to stall that attack, which makes anything that this group does, if they decide to attack first, less effective because Blue 4 is going to run into contact. But Blue 4 should know there is a garrison up here because that 50 cal engaged the chopper, and hopefully that chopper pilot was able to corner that and see it happen. But I think I just saw a few shots go up. Yep, we can hear him now. So Blue 4 now knows there's something down there, so they hopefully won't land right on top of that objective. All right, we're about halfway through early game. A little over, actually. We are 17 minutes into the round. Both sides have focused heavily on deployment. I would totally fake them out and do a fake landing out here and then move that chopper over and deploy the force over to reinforce. And I think that's exactly what he's going to do. Or he's going to do a real landing and that squad's going to suffer. Because that completely negates the point of these two squads staying in the rear if they aren't going to do anything.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
50
cal cars driving up. They're going to try to deny that helicopter from landing if it does. That's the risk of a landing like this because the 50 cal can just drive up. Do that. Thankfully, what that car should have done is just driven up the road and engaged it. Instead, they chose to take more range and not be accurate with it. Is this live? Yes, it is. How are you, Eric? From corporate, eh? All right. But no, what that car should have done was continue to drive and then engage the vehicle if they were going to try to do a false landing, because that would have bled speed, and then that would have given that vehicle a very, very nice angle to engage them. But it looks like they're doing another landing up here. Funny enough, close to HQ, but there's no way they would know. Again, this should be a fake landing, because that squad should not be trying to attack that position on their own. That would be suicide. One squad. You know there's a 50 cal car down here, so there's at least one squad tied to it. What is one squad gonna do to that objective? Just harass? Because at that point, why do you have these guys on defense? It looks like they're going to send another squad up with these Vics and potentially do a smaller pincer right there, but that is a very big gamble because they don't know the numbers that are tied to each objective. What they're basically doing is they're dividing their forces to try to hit both of these objectives at the same time, which I think is a major mistake for Blue 4. Because the numbers are even right now. This is about a 110 match. The last numbers we saw was roughly a 50 versus 52 before people came in and, you know, made it up to from 102 or 3 to 110. So, numbers are even. Which means if OPFOR divides themselves evenly, they'll have 25 in one AO and 25 in the other. Blue 4, if they divide their attack evenly, will have 25 attack in one AO and 25 attack in the other. So who's more likely to win? The guys that are on defense that can lock down and up. Here we go. My point is, it's looking to be in OPFOR's favor right now. But I will say again, Blue 4 have some of the better players here, as I see that one of them gets headshotted. Because they're all grouped up. Looks like they struck a 50 cal Vic up here. And Mario is on fire. Ah, so Mario appears to just be relaxing up here. His legs appear to be broken, but nope, he's fine. He can walk. I see. Newton died in that blast, though. Alright. Look at all the OPFOR lines here. Again, this would work if Blue 4 was in position to attack a few minutes later, but you can see Blue 4 is going to go up to this blocking position instead. So what this is going to basically create is Blue 4 is going to throw their heads against the wall here, die to a superior force, and then this force is going to turn around and take on these forces when they turn back around. So really favoring OPFOR at the moment for this. Now, I could be wrong, and we could see these guys get up and start bulldozing OPFOR positions. Again, this is where it falls in the PvP. Based on the fact these guys are already taking fires, they're starting to move up, it's unlikely. Because you've got... These guys are moving up to try to flank this position, but you got some OPFOR that have already come down here on this ridge and are starting to engage people in the open. And they seem to be doing it effectively. Was Skippy just shooting at Timek? Oh yeah, what were the numbers for the prediction, by the way? I totally forgot to check. But see how everything is now turning to fight this Blue 4 force? Can you imagine if Blue 4 were right here and started moving in and got right on the rear of this group, and then they'd be right next to this objective? That would cause so much chaos right here, because OPFOR would be then pulling this line back to reinforce. Majority voting blue. Again, I see why, because we got some really heavy hitters on this team. I mean, Zixmi, for example, great player. He's got a marksman rifle. We see that guy go ham with it, but again, I'm a little worried with Blue 4's tactics right now. This could be a massive upset. Hydrate. You still have the chopper flying around right here. We got these two vehicles, so it's going to be a 2-squad pincer on a 3-squad objective. Ugh. We have another Blue 4 guy dead. So we got Sleepy, Kima, and Snowboost. Snowboost was the guy that just got annihilated by that 249. Actually, that was a PKM, sorry. Yep, there it is. PKP. Ah, whatever. They sound the same. More Blue 4 have pushed up and been shot. This is just, yeah, no surprise. Got some Blue 4 trying to come around and get close. But they're taking fire from Overwatch positions on the far north. Quebec trying to hit things with a 240 there. Sleepy's pushed up, but again, that position's going to immediately get suppressed because you've got entrenched positions right here to cover it. Sleepy trying to get a shot on Ninja, gets the hit, but no down. Tony coming around, doesn't spot Sleepy. Why is Ash wounded? .50 cal isn't leading hard enough. Chopper's doing evasives. There you go. There's the red on red we've been looking for. Ah, yes, the friendly wiggle, because that's gonna fix everything. Man, if only there was a way that the player base could see who their hostile and friendly forces were, right? Ah, if only. You know, I feel like that would be a really, really great feature to add for all OFCRA missions if you were just able to, like, automatically know the PID of who the friendlies and enemies were. You know? If only, right, guys? I've seen people friendly wiggle and immediately get annihilated. Did you build a trench and blow up the vehicle and destroy? That's amazing. Who died in there? I think they left the server, so I can't cache it, but Tommy did. Okay, there is a chance that OFCRA just blew their own depot up with a trench and have already lost this objective. That's amazing. All right, looking over here, Blue 4 have meanwhile come up to this blocking position. Looks like there's been some heavy fighting, but OFCRA seem to be getting their butts kicked here. Cuboid came around, got hit. Gunner just got knocked out. Juarez is knocked out, excuse me. And Blue 4 is still pushing. Sixme's locking down the route. Grenades going out. So Bravo's trying to bypass in to assist this push. I'm really surprised they're not just loading up the wounded and trying to drive out of here at this point. Cuboid wakes up only to get his head blown off by Cizo here. If no pushing, and they trade. Shade, double tap. Yep. So Bluck can still be brought back up, which is good. I'm pretty sure these guys have a medic. Yep, Nubass on the rear. We have Mark on the southern side coming up. Kerrigan White and Ander down at the base of the tower. These two are still wounded. Demovar puts a tap in as well. All right, so Blue 4 have an opportunity to sweep and clear this position, then push into the main objective, because now that pincer's starting to work for them. Mark runs out of ammo in that 10-round magazine, takes more shots in the ass by Parthius. Grenade goes out. Oh, Mark's gonna walk right into it. Oh, did you see the shrapnel damage on the back of the head there? Oh, that was painful. These two are still down, and then you got one other body right there. Please, do not friendly fire your own freaking medic. I think Nubass shot on them at accident. Juarez woke back up. The guy in the Vic bled out. He's gonna immediately need to bandage so he doesn't continue to bleed. Now you have this pincer attack on Blue 4 to take that OFCRA position. And then you got Blue 4 starting to do a pincer on the drug dealer position. This I don't see them winning, but Blue 4 I see them winning this fight now. Juarez throwing some grenades out. Get some damage on Demovar. Bluck trying to stabilize Shea. Juarez running the open. Zixme's repositioning so he didn't spot him. At this fight, we've got 50 cal shredding this northern group. They are honestly just getting shot to shit. They got ACOGs that could help them get headshots, but 50 cal gunners are doing a great job of toggling in and out of the seats. And then you got the southern group getting ambushed. Smoke grenades to bait them out. They got some wounded, but they got guys immediately on their left and north. It's a really nice L-shaped fight going on here to flank Blue 4 as they come in. Meanwhile, up on front, Kashmir, I think, just got hit by NASA there. The gunner on that Humvee is down. GL's going into it. But, I mean, this 50 is also in a pretty decent spot to overwatch that compound if it's taken over. Looks like the last OPFOR defender was killed off. He got pushed in this compound, I'm assuming. Okay, died in that corner. Parthius and Demovar are able to get him. And you got Kerrigan and Ander. Looks like they're pulling back to the drug dealer position instead of the depot. Kashmir wakes back up. NASA's pushing. And Kashmir just got friendly fired by OPFOR. Tony got the kill because he's at -1. Look at that. If only there was a way that they could know what the enemy looked like, am I right?
And it's trench line. Everyone regroup there. It should be to your west, or it's to my west at least.
So NASA's ordering everyone to push up here. Look at the amount of guys remaining on that original attack, though. There's only like 5 of them. Maybe a few regroup with the other team, but that's messy. This group, though, there's only 3 left on the south and 4 left on the north out of the 2 full squads of 8 or so that tried to push in. So yeah, this attack, as I predicted, pretty much failed. They need to reposition because those 50 cows are going to continue to sweep them. Mordell was just spotted. Snare, he's got 3 of those kills. Oh boy. Yeah. Again, I don't get why they have a squad on defense. That should have been committed to this attack to at least reinforce, because there's no point in the attacking faction playing defense on the final objective. It's too soon. They could have been committed based off of the plans they put. Because at that point, if you don't win those objectives, there's no point in keeping that squad on defense because you've already lost at that point. At least points-wise. So this position up here has been swept. I don't know if Blue 4 got the kills or OPFOR did. Look at that! A second vehicle has been destroyed because they dug a trench into it. How freaking fascinating. 50 cal now firing on this position. I've also noticed Blue 4 hasn't really utilized their vehicle support with 50 cals or whatnot.
No, yeah.
They're not long range. They're just vibing there. Lolo's trying to be in a sneaky spot. Unfortunately, it's not really working for him. These guys on Overwatch drawing fire, so this force can potentially flank. Not a bad call to make there. Looks like they've put the walls down on these positions. You can see they got hit up here, which is why they toggled that. And now this force is going to start coming in from a completely different angle to try to breach in, but there's some pretty specific choke points to get in on that position, and those walls are not breachable. All right, these 2 pulled back. Looks like Blue 4 were able to pop some smokes and pull their guys in the cover. But OPFOR is not going to commit to counterattack. That's going to give Blue 4 some time to regroup here. What we could end up seeing is if that attack slows down and Blue 4 is able to set up defensive positions, these Blue 4 elements could take this position and reinforce. But at that point, it's going to be a question of who has the remaining numbers to do so, because there is still a big chunk of numbers on both sides. And even though Blue 4 is starting to surround this AO, OPFOR have choke points. Tony still only has -1 kill, but it's funny because this is adding to cover to kind of block this position. You know, that's just situational irony right there. I think that was a GL too, based off of that crater. That's funny. That's honest to God funny. Rest in peace, Tony. Tater, how does it feel to caster curse somebody? Do you feel my pain in that? Another GL just went off in here and knocked 2 guys out. Oh my god. You're okay with it because he deserved it? Damn. You can see with the high ground, these GLs are doing work. They're trying to fire them back. Yeah, falling just short. 50 cal now firing up into the smoke. All right, other squads now pushing. I'm going to quickly check over on the other side here. These guys are still doing medical. Blue 4 have successfully pulled those 2 guys back. Still got those 2 OPFOR guys that ran away from that position back here. Just unsure what to do, I guess. Puma could come around and flank. I just heard that chopper take damage. Engine's out. Tail rotor's hit. Oh, he might be able to save it. Going down a little quick. He's gonna land on an incline. Right on the rock. Oh, it's sliding. Main rotor goes out, and okay. Where does co-pilot go? Because the door's open. I guess he slipped out. All right. Any landing you can walk away from is good landing. Puma comes up. Flank Shay. Quickly tries to get out of here, but Shay needs to be double tapped. Come on, Puma. Tap, tap. You missed. You missed 3 of those 4 rounds because you clipped his gun. Pray to God he doesn't wake up because he's going to mag dump you with that 249. Explosives breaching charge. To minimal effect. I'm gonna laugh because if Shay wakes up, he's gonna mag dump the rear of him. Did those 2 die up there? No, they were brought back up because their bodies aren't there anymore. So now you're just having this defense played. This is where you're gonna see grenade hell come in for OPFOR, and if they're not in defensive positions, it's gonna hurt. Quebec pushes in, takes 50 cal fire. Grenades being thrown out of the compound. Oh my god, Shay woke up and there's a dead Puma. What did I say? What did I freaking say would happen? Poor Puma. Breaching charge goes out, but again, this wall is impervious to breaches. Ooh, but look at that. Multiple guys get taken out. The vehicles are getting detonated. I can't tell if that's OPFOR trying to use explosive traps or Blue 4 blowing them up. Django gets mag dumped, but is somehow still alive. More explosives going off, but they're being done too early. Nubas taking multiple hits, gets knocked out. I honestly don't know from what angle. Oh. Oh, that is... Were you shooting through the bottom of the wall? That is cheeky. Grenade! Run! Evil. Very evil. I love it. You can see where Blue 4's been getting blown up by explosive bait. Marksman fire coming in. OPFOR are finally starting to push that northern group. Clever girl. And Blue 4 is now stuck blue on bluing each other. Damn. So the attack stopped because of those explosive charges. Now you're going to have Blue 4 continue to trickle in. OPFOR have taken some pretty serious casualties, though, in this compound. You can see right here, plenty wounded, plenty dead. I still find it funny that they somehow high-barred this. That's not the right term for it. They've somehow just rotated that damn thing 90 degrees. Tony's still unconscious, but Blue Force starting to push into this compound. Django somehow gets some hits on block. Oh, Lolo Hillary Clinton's this man. Shame that dude just committed suicide, but that was a nasty flank right there. Now we need a grenade to come in. Tony bleeds out. Slushy blows Parthius away. Another explosive breach is attempted. It is unsuccessful. Shay trying to fire on Django. Django tanks the rounds. That's the second time I've seen Django. Where is the wounding? One of his limbs should be bloody at that point. He is bleeding. That's a little sus. Blue 4's attack, though, is they're just trickling forces in. These two guys can come in and rear attack, though. They haven't really shown anything. It's these choke points, man. This is where the defenders have the best advantage, and those explosive traps they utilize were initially ineffective, but it properly slowed Blue 4's attack. I don't think Blue 4 knows what to do here, but they're running out of manpower. Frank's the only guy left as Op4 continues to move and sweep him. This has turned around. RPG fired into the corner. What's Sixme's kill count? 2? Not bad. Utent gets knocked out. Charlotte still playing D. Lolo doing a great job playing D as well. I've noticed that TSB's defense, I don't know why, but recently they've just been really, really good. Lolo pushes Swola. Unfortunately, Swola had the M249 and decided to mag dump. Oh my god.
Yeah.
In a final act of desperation, we see some throws. Django trying to get some hits on Blue 4 as they breach in. Unable to get kills. Charlotte loses a 2-on-1, which, again, it's hard to win that. They might now breach up and try to get those Op4 guys there. Django trying to get more kills. Drago double taps, and I think Blue 4 is still going to take this objective, but it is definitely a Pyrrhic victory. Renly trying to get some shots on Nox, unable to line those shots up. AT goes in to the building, but it is ineffective. We see how many times he's been hit, though. Grenade, is it going to roll up? It does! And Wick somehow tanks the grenade. Django takes another hit there, and he's finally brought down as Shea is now coming to the compound to kill him. He is on 5 kills now. $50-minute mark is in 5 minutes. So can Renly hold? But Swole is in here, probably are going to start rigging this building to blow. I don't see it. Okay, no, Wombat's the explosive specialist. And I think he's treating himself.
Oh, I think I've killed a friendly.
I think I've killed a friendly. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Shay! You're at 4 now.
Na pewno zabity. Mam nadzieję, że nie nasz.
Oh my god.
Uważajcie, te linki.
It stalled them, and that was good enough.
Weź.
Look at that keyhole Renly's using. Absolutely brilliant. Is anyone going to come from the rear and stop him, though? I'm a little worried because Lamar might do that. Navy SEAL his ass. Wow, you literally shot him multiple times in the ass.
The one in the corner.
Damn, that took a second. But it worked. Double tapped.
Corner building that.
They've got 3 minutes, though, to finish blowing this up. But then again, it could already be destroyed because they dug a trench. And that's what's going to be really funny. If I don't see an explosion in there, but Blue 4 still gets the points, it means OP4 played themselves. They played themselves hard. No. Because Wombat's their explosive specialist.
To Drago? Nie, to nie Drago.
Is that a PKM he picked? PKP, yep.
Seems to be
To
clear.
żyje.
He's already dead.
Quickly,
Wait, that's a DEA player. How did a Blue 4 guy get in here?
you destroy them.
Maybe that's what... oh, there's an explosive crate right there.
The thingy. Guys, we need to destroy the thing. Destroy
But
the
how?
ammo
But
cache.
how?
Ammo cache? Ah, shit.
I am sniper. He is also
I
sniper.
warrant some other squads.
There's an
that were
explosive
blocking up,
box back there.
But
Enemy vehicle. No, not enemy. It's vehicle incoming.
Drag people has got most of the alive.
Oh no, Zixme. Zixme's about to get headshotted. Rest in peace. Triple tapped. But he could still wake up. So I assume Wombat doesn't have
Oh.
explosives then.
Is that the one?
come on, guys, we have planted.
It's drugs. I think we can blow it.
Anyone know what the ammo caches look like?
You can blow it.
Guys,
They're like, what's the objective? What do we blow up? What are we doing? They're yelling to get clear though, so maybe they do have it.
I'm also alive.
yeah, Regal is alive, I think.
I see this stuff right here.
Daj mi się, że ja zabiję ostatniego tam
So maybe it's something they just have to scroll wheel with,
Okay,
but
I
yeah,
don't
they
see
just...
anything anywhere, so I'm just gonna blow that one up.
Uciekaj, bo strzelają.
Oh, I was about to say, did he wake back up? No, it's Gazag. He's got 30 seconds.
Oni nie mają żadnych ładunków.
15 seconds.
Istnieje malutka szansa, że...
It's cashing at the 50-minute mark.
Ah, so everyone should run away.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did.
Yeah!
Hurra!
We got it.
No, they didn't.
Wait, what?
Nie, was no.
Oh, damn. Okay.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah, we fight for it.
need them next.
Regal, where are you?
Should we go to the next objective? Safe house?
Only best option is what's the next objective?
To nasi?
Our next objective could be to just drive down to the capsule.
Okay.
Where's capture's gonna like?
Hang on.
Tam
I
jest-
think I'm gonna have
to
to
jest-
jesteśmy patrz z armii.
Yeah, just
yeah,
ask them
yeah,
where
go
does
ahead.
it be. There's a Humvees here. We can check them.
Widzisz tam chłopa na
So
górze?
we blew up the
Tam-
depot and the objective.
Tam
Take that
tam
take.
strzelałem, a
And I
wiesz co
think
tam
we
jest?
missed the objective.
1 second. I'm gonna look at the...
To ja je zabiję. Kurwa. Tak, tak, tak. Nie no, trochę inaczej wygląda. Patrz,
Exactly that, yeah.
Huh.
patrz.
I'm trying to figure out what that explosion was.
Dobra, czasem ładunki leżą. Give me some blood, yeah.
Because I see some explosives right here, so maybe they were supposed to interact with those, but it's like...
Może żyje. Everyone, listen up. We are heading south to the capsule.
Everyone should get into one.
Yeah, the crater was outside,
channel
but
two,
it's still
everyone channel
through
two.
the things. We can see
Channel
that
two.
right there.
Channel
I
two.
just don't know
No bus, channel 2. No bus,
what that
channel
was
2.
about.
Yeah.
So I wonder what in here was
Just
triggered to
yeah,
destroy.
yeah.
Probably this explosive
Yeah.
crate then or something.
Oh yeah, thank you. Who's driving outside?
Because this trench blew up this Vic that blew up one of the pallets of cocaine, but I guess there's this other pallet right here they were supposed to destroy as well. So it was just people not knowing what to do at that point. Now my question is Zixme dead? Yes, he is. Ah, he bled out. 3 marksman shots. Here's the thing, though. Blue 4 have 19 minutes to go to the drug dealer position and try to stop that. I don't see that happening. Not in 19. But of course, Op4 needs to put the guy in the position again. And let's go check if he's still up here. Yeah. So they won't score those points, but then that's going to force Op4 then attack the airfield, because at that point it's going to be 3 points to 5 points. Not factoring in supremacy bonuses yet. Who knows, Charlie? It's hard to say. But now we're just going to wait on maneuvers here. I don't know. There's also the occasion of objectives glitch out, which I thought was kind of weird that that explosive went hand in hand with the depot going on, but that could have been a planted charge on timer to go off, just in case any of the Blue 4 guys made it. So it's hard to say. But now you're going to have Blue 4 mount up. They have no choice but to push the next objective, because they don't know that the VIP isn't in there. Or they might, maybe they'll go south and reinforce, or they're going to go for the drug dealer. But at this point, if Op4 gets no contact in the next 10 minutes, they should send a vehicle to speed up, get the VIP into the zone, and then get those 2 points. And I think they're going to, there's no way they can lose at that point, because they can just play defense on the corner. Maybe they'll try assaulting the airbase just to possibly get a supremacy bonus in. But if they take too many casualties, they can just pull back and chill for the rest of the round with their number point advantage. But then again, even if Blue 4 gets the first thing of supremacy, which is 15 players or less left on the enemy side, then that's enough to tie the game. Just trying to think of everything mathematically here. I don't know. Chat, what are your thoughts? Because based off of what I'm seeing right here, it looks like Blue 4 is just going to go double down and do the capture objective. So really, it's now just up to Op4 to go up and get the additional 3 points for this objective. But if they don't, bring the VIP in, then actually Blue 4 is still in the ballpark to win. Because of incompetence at both sides at this point. Blue 4 for not having enough time to demo the cache. Literally, we're in the process of doing so, and then Op4 for not going up and getting the VIP for the other objective. Banana, that's what's on your mind. I see.
Send in Goat Team 6.
Mustache Man, thanks for the 58-month resub.
The number grows larger.
Indeed it does. I hope you keep enjoying the operation, my friend, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. 2 more months and you get a new badge, buddy. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, John, is both sides just hurtling for the end, believing they have enough points. But let's actually do a number check real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 4 more deaths, and OPFOR gains the first point in the supremacy. OPFOR have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So Blue 4 have a 2-person number advantage. Both sides, after the next firefight, are going to start getting into supremacy points, which are going to tip the scales at this rate. But again, we need to see OPFOR in the next 10 minutes. After 10 minutes from now, they need to spend 5 of those minutes driving up, getting the VIP, and then driving back down to the drug dealer. Because if they don't, I think Blue 4 is going to win. Because OPFOR only get the 3 points if the drug dealer's in the position. At that point, I think OPFOR is only going to charge into the airfield just for the sake of doing something, because I don't see them turtling for the rest of it. And then Blue 4 is going to get a supremacy victory and hold the airfield, because Blue 4 now have that number advantage on defense. And it's a massive open area around this airfield, so yeah. I got nothing. Alright, so overall, this round of OFCRA was a bit slower. The action, though, around the drug depot was pretty nice. I love that Blue 4 did false landings. I hated Blue 4's tactics of putting things on the drug dealer. And then they're going to argue we won because we had the squad on the capture airfield marker. But again, I think it would have been better if they instead added 1 or 2 squads to the drug depot, more guys on Overwatch, more people to throw grenades into the compound, and then not touch the drug dealer position. And then they could have mounted everyone up and then went to the drug dealer and then done a similar swarm and attack. But again, it worked out for the PvP for today. That's all I can say about it. Yep, we still have Pog later today. It's going to be a simple mission. I expect actual planning. Well, if they're doing advanced tactics like false LZ landings to throw the enemy off, then yeah, I would assume they have some tactics to go with it. But based off of what I'm seeing right now, Blue 4 is just going to turtle the final objective. OPFOR sending a convoy up to go pick up the VIP. So I'm going to tab out real quick. I want to see the point values here. So OPFOR are going to have 6 points. Blue 4 are going to have 5. So really, if OPFOR realizes they have the numbers, they're just going to literally go to the farthest place away from Blue 4 and just not fight, and then they'll win. Of course, they're probably not going to do that, and if I notice that they are going to do that...
Liru, I want my goat back.
Yeah. I appreciate you with the lead, Swola, and I'm glad you appreciate the work that goes in on this channel. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. I disagree, Charlotte, because I've seen people get thrown off by false LZs in the past because it's done not so often that people are going to pick up on it and they'll think that that's actually a troop deployment, so... Who knows? And yeah, I agree. This is, it's going to be a slow remaining 28 minutes. Actually, 30 minutes. That's fair now. OPFOR dismounting. Again, they're going to sweep that, pick up the VIP in there, and then bring them back. Blue 4 just going to commit the turtle. Yeah, fair enough, Ivno. No, I'm not going to go do a Starship Trooper round of extermination to wait for them to move. I honestly don't think my computer could handle streaming and recording on top of Arma 3 on top of Starship Trooper Extermination. My fans struggle when I stream and record that game. Are they going to two-man it? Or are they just driving south to then drive into the objective? Please, God, tell me they're going to two-man it. Though if they both die, then Blue 4 ties the game, because at that point there's 15 or less players on Op 4's side, so Blue 4 gets a point. Oh, God damn it, Have. Look, I'm excited, though, for the next propaganda video I'm going to make for the third Starship Trooper op, because Dante's agreed to do some voice lines for me. Charlotte, please. I would actually love to see these two channel their inner you-know-whats. They're going to do it. They're going to freaking do it. Yes. One has a marksman rifle, one has an assault rifle. Neither have any kills, but that's because Ander 3-tapped Zixme and he bled out, so technically they do have a kill. I want to see this marksman just tap everyone in the face. Because here's the deal. If they... What was Blue 4 on? 17? No, 19. So if they get 4 kills before they go down, then both sides gain the point for the first layer of supremacy, because it'll be 15 on either side. And the game will stay tied. Not tied, excuse me. It'll stay in Op 4's favor. If they get up to the perimeter and have some well-placed grenades, based off of what I'm seeing here, oh, we have a dream. Wait, what? Where are you going? Where are you going? What are you doing? Wait, I just realized the VIP for the drug dealer had to be brought back to the police station for Blue 4 to gain the points. Huh. It's weird. It's one hell of a far dismount. Now I'm hoping they're driving all the way around to deploy from the town side. 25 and a half minutes now. They're playing Daisy. They're going to go loot the police station. I don't think that's the best loot to get when everyone has a bunch of assault rifles already. Are you... No. They're taking the far route. Are they... Wait, no. What are you... Are you turning around? Okay. Okay, he's got an ACOG. And he's got a PSO scope. Oh, these guys also have ACOGs. Oh. Oh, some of them do. Why do you have an aircraft kill? What did you kill? Ooh! What if they snipe ground command?
Ta snajperka, którą tutaj Nox sobie nosi, to jest gówno niemiłosierne.
That's what I'm gonna hope for. They snipe ground command. Let's go. That's how Op 4 sweeps this last second. But again, point-wise, Op 4 has 6 points. Blue 4 is gonna have 5 because they're gonna stay at the capture zone. Blue 4 has 19 players. Op 4 has 17. So if these two guys die, Blue 4 gains a point and will tie the game. But if these two are somehow able to get 4 kills or snipe Blue 4 ground command, they will gain 1 point if they get the 4 kills. Or they can gain 2 points if they kill command, or they can gain all 3 if they do both. But that would cement Op 4's victory. Now, I have no idea what Op 4 is going to do after they cash in this one objective. Looks like the convoy's back. A really easy way to tell if they brought back the VIP is to check if the VIP is there. Is the VIP in his little bunker? He is not. He has been moved. And he's being brought in now. And now we wait. Oh, man. Match is slow. Match is very, very slow. What can we do, right? Who the hell are you? Oh, I don't even know, because it's unknown. Wow. Alright. This is the story of a sniper named Ander. But what stuff? What are we gonna do? Gosh, I probably should add some random party games to this damn channel. A snipe Ander? I hate you. That works really well, but I hate you. No, it's just the scouting force, because the rest of the force is at their defensive objective. Again, Op 4 has 17 players, Blue 4 has 19 right now. Both sides still have their ground commander. If you assassinate the other side's ground commander, you gain 2 points. If your enemy is reduced to 15 or less players, you gain a point. If it's 10 or less, you gain an additional point. And if it's 5 or less, you gain a 3rd point. So really, all eyes are going to be on the marksman here. But an AK with an ACOG also can't do too bad. And not everyone on Blue 4 have ACOG sights. Oh my god, are we actually gonna see an assassination plot here? There's a dude in that window.
Sure.
This is roughly 600 meters.
Hacia el objetivo.
This new Hitman game looks great. $20 minutes remaining. Completed by the east.
Bajamos a la costa. Bueno, ni eso, yo creo. Capi.
Where are they going?
Para no perder el tiempo, realmente podemos ir en línea recta. Aproximadamente. Te digo el rumbo, ¿vale? Sigue moviéndote, yo ya te diré el rumbo, sigue moviéndote, mira.
I think they're repositioning south, perhaps. Maybe get a little closer and be on this hill. They've made a vehicle barricade too. Oh no. Well, it's okay. We'll get there eventually. you're gonna go fishing now? Wait. What did...
That's perfect, just leave it there, that's perfect. It's a message to the enemies of Anarchia! Polar nation.
It's 20 minutes now.
It's a symbol, it's a message.
Fire trap.
Wiesz, że na tym Uralu, czy tam gazie, tak jak na bombowcach, masz walnięte te odznaczenia, że zestrzeli coś, tylko to są butelki browara.
I don't know. Okay, I've... Are you fishing now?
Explotado algo.
Menudo bombazo informativo.
You know the meme where it's the stick figure guy with the stick just poking something? It's like, come on, do something. Oh, man. Oh, I'd love to see a blue fort, like something blow up in this compound and get a multi-kill. Oh, God, Op4 is going on the offense. Because of course they are. Of freaking course they are. So it was 85% on Blue 4, right? This is going to be a massive upset unless Op4 actually commits to an attack, in which case they'll probably lose most of their guys to numbers, and then Blue 4 is still going to win because of supremacy bonus. That's the really sad part about this, is Op4 might throw the game. Oh, man. Yeah, I predicted they'd probably go up to this hill, but it looks like they're going further, so they might join up on this group coming in.
Down there. Yeah.
I believe they split up the forces 50-50 or like 60-40, and the majority was of Jack Depot, but there are some guys at the Jack there for sure.
Yeah.
Because we had two squads there, and everyone we had like 2 squads with 6 people each, I think.
But by the way, it's really easy to tell who
survived.
ground command is. All you have to do is shoot at the person that has this.
Yeah, pilot.
No.
Third one.
I guess so. From the
DEA won't do drugs, but they'll put shrimp on anime chicks, you know?
Yeah, so that would have been 13 then with the pilot. But life's hard.
We don't have any friendlies outside, do we?
Apparently there was one.
How we south? How we south?
What?
Jest south. Widzę właśnie.
They see this guy? They might have.
Copy.
No, nice.
Yeah, Wombat did.
Copy that. Enemies in the town south, close to the
Yep. You can see them.
truck fuel station.
Can I shoot at them?
Yes, shoot them.
Where are they like?
By the petrol stations where I saw them, I can't see them now.
I don't see them at the moment.
No, the Humvee popped its nose up and then reversed. One guy ran behind the white wall.
I'm waiting for it.
Where are they?
I can't actually see any. I'm just sort of shooting in the vague direction.
They're at the fuel station.
Oh, I see
Last
them.
position was fuel station, but they retreated a little bit back.
Side.
Okay.
So trying to rally people. Looks like these guys are mounting up and pulling back. You're not gonna see shit from there. Again, I don't know why they didn't push closer, but This defensive position is going to be impossible for the attackers to push in. They're only going to be able to pick things off from long-range optics, which they have the means to do, but... The second marksman team over here, maybe.
Vous l'avez ou pas?
Maybe.
Tutaj magazynków też masz tak, żeby ci starczyło do końca. Tak.
Zod just hipping and hopping around. Who the hell's this?
Yeah, because they shoot a lot inside.
First floor on the southern building. Balcony. I'm coming downstairs.
No, sorry.
At the blue truck.
This man don't give a damn. He's just chilling here. He knows that he can't be engaged. 10 minutes remaining. We'll see it pop up in a second.
Covering north side though. I'm gonna head to north then.
From my Polish friend.
Oh.
Found it.
Yeah.
.50 cal tearing into this building. And immediately, Brother Erectus is knocked down a peg or two. Dang. Shay's knocked out. Benares is knocked out. Hearing Barrows take a few hits there. We gotta look under. Then we can see the blood. I am surprised you're still alive with that many hits. I'm not gonna be able to tell who wins till the end though because of the numbers changing on the supremacy bonus. And then these two chuckleheads are still all the way back here. I will be impressed if they get a kill, because they're keyholing this hard, but... Oh, man. He's Brother Downus now. Shay's got a nice suppressive keyhole, still only on 4 kills, technically on 5, but he friendly fired. Snary's still on those 3 kills from the earlier engagement around the drug dealer's house. Now the red dot. Yeah, the GLs are going to be what's superior in this position if OFCRA get close enough to put them in this open area. But they're just not landing where they need to be. One second. As we can see, Blue Forest still very much alive. Wombat, did he get shot? Looks like he got shot, actually. Yeah, I see some blood. We have one Blue 4 guy down over here, actually dead. Yes, honey.
Do you want a fancy dinner tonight?
I will love a fancy dinner tonight. Just note, I stream in 2 hours.
Do you want steak frite?
And we'll do steak frite.
With an arugula salad?
Sure. You should get started on that ASAP then. Okay. Hun, I really don't want to run it to the wire again because I had a massive stomach ache. She made dinner yesterday, but she was serving it to me just as we were starting the 506 stream, so I had to eat it quick, and I was suffering. Okay, honey. More GLs coming in. Not a bad spot, but that just happens to be where Blue 4 isn't, unfortunately. Nero's giving some suppressive fire. 8 minutes remaining. Alright, I'm gonna do a head count real quick. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 blue 4 remaining. Op 4, meanwhile, has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 remaining as well. So it is 6-7 right now. In Op 4's favor. Smoke's going out. I want to see. Did you actually? No, you haven't yet. Okay. AT going in on these structures as well. Oh yeah, no, GLs were doing a great job. Put an AT out here. You require some caster cursing on blue 4 ground command. I mean, if I was Depso, I would just be hiding somewhere. Where is Depso? Hey, he's hiding in this building. Funny enough, a 50 cal could easily penetrate in here and murder him, but you'd have to get proper ID. But I mean, yeah, you got one body right here. You got another body over there. You got the third body up here, and you have the fourth body right here, knocking them down from 19 to 15. And then blue 4, I have no idea, or op 4, I don't know where they took. Okay, so there's one KIA right there, and then the other one is probably somewhere over here as well, or maybe it's on the other side in this vicinity.
Okay.
Kiss, shut up. I was giving them a good bit of credit. I didn't mean to caster curse them. They were doing well.
Si vous décalez sur la gauche.
Brother Erectus lives. Well, yeah, it's TS. Jesus Christ.
Oh no.
Is this a new body? Are we down to 14? Wait, we're down to 12. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We just had 3 blue 4 KIA. What? Yeah, we got a body back here. We got another body back there. Huh. So, I wonder where the third one went down.
Come on, this.
Okay, 13. So I guess I'm miscounting. There's another one somewhere around here. Oh no, it's the unknown. That's funny. Me too, buddy, me too.
Ma 4 magazynki, my nie wykorzystamy tego?
Czego?
Love you, honey. They're throwing explosives on the outside. Oh, did Andrew snipe somebody? Holy crap, he got one. He's gonna feel so good about that. Op 4 starting to try to make a push. $50 cal now firing into this compound. Depso trying to get more cover because that 50 cal could penetrate in and hit him. And that 50 cal gunner's been knocked out. 3.5 minutes. We're just seeing suppression, though. They're using, he's using an OPFOR weapon, though, which is kind of funny. Okay, no, there's the fourth right there. But he is under fire from Cali. It's BHK trying to crawl up. And you're dead. Again, this could still be a tie if too many OPFOR overcommit and get killed, so... He just got a second one, did he? I can't shit on him if it's actually working. Please tell me you're not going to do a vehicle charge, because it looks like you're about to do a vehicle charge. And Cheeseburger ends PHK's paradise. Grenades going up on the compound. Grenade thrown back. It's gonna go a little far. Wow. Mortal, I think, just got sniped by Emil there. Where's this Vic going? Why have you repositioned all the way back here? Why is there a dead OPFOR? What happened? I think he bailed out of the Vic too early. Alright, we're just gonna have to see who gets the supremacy bonus at this point. Blue 4 down to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. One more kill, and OPFOR will get the second stage of supremacy for 2 points instead of 1. But can OPFOR score that kill in the next minute and a half? I think Cheeseburger's gonna get the flank on Emil here if he looks left. And he did not look left enough. Sniper team under fire. Grenades going in the compound. Cheeseburger gonna poke up and around. Body blocked by the rock. Oh! And Emil gets knocked out. Murdy knows those shots came from the left, though. And Emil gets double tapped. Handgun. Cheeseburger's gonna enjoy another kill. Because that's a handgun. Da-dun. Da-dun. Dun 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 dun. Like I said, handgun. OPFOR's charging! And it's over. And the score is 8 points OPFOR. Or 8 points Blue 4, 9 points OPFOR. Supremacy bonus was only calculated for 1 on either side. But OPFOR! Wow! Depso died last second and gave OPFOR 2 points, otherwise Blue 4 would have won. Both side leaders died last second. What? But okay, they both didn't die. So those are negated, but even still, that would be 6 points to 7 points, so OPFOR still would win. But shouldn't Blue 4 have the second point for supremacy? Because OPFOR's down to... I don't know, whatever. Alright, we'll be back in 2 hours. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and have a good one.